Welcome to Ask and Learn.
So when we're talking about marginal cost, we're talking about the margins of something. The marginal is just what happens with one additional unit of something. One additional unit of something, and I'm going to call that something X just as a placeholder. When we're talking about cost, we're talking about, what do you have to give up? What do you have to pay in order to get something? So this is just cost. So when we're talking about marginal cost, it is what do you have to pay in order to get one additional unit of X. So in order to calculate this, you would take, so if you are thinking about the marginal cost of workers, laborers, okay, you can have L and you can have the cost for 1 worker, 2 worker, 3 workers, and 4 workers. Okay, for the first worker, you pay them $25. For 2 workers, you pay a total of $50. For 3 workers, you pay a total of $75. For 4 workers, you pay a total of $100. To find the marginal cost of the third worker, you would take the cost associated with 3 workers minus the cost associated with 2 workers, and this is equal to 75 minus 50, and you would get 25. So the cost of hiring one additional worker would be $25. Now, when we're looking at average total cost, we are thinking about, when we're looking at average, we're always going to divide by the total number, right? We're always going to be dividing by the total number of something. And because we're looking at average total cost, we're going to be looking at the sum between fixed costs and variable costs. So the average total cost is the fixed cost plus the variable cost plus the total quantity, right? What is the cost per unit, the average total cost per unit? And when we're talking about average variable costs, it is the same thing as the average total cost, where it is the variable cost divided by the quantity. And if you're not given the variable cost, but instead you're given the fixed cost and the total cost, another way you can calculate average variable cost is by looking at the variable cost over quantity still. But variable cost is equal to the difference between total cost and fixed cost divided, and that could be divided by quantity. And you can basically play around with this arithmetic to find any way to find this average variable